When I was employed, one of the things, actually my challenge, was when I was working at Rusinga, was looking for educational materials and teaching it.
Right.
I was a head of lower primary, and I had a budget, told to go out and find stuff. And I looked, but there was nothing. This was in 98. It was very little.
Early days.
Yes, very early days, yes. There wasn't much.
Right.
So it was such a challenge. I remember praying and saying, Lord, please send somebody to the school with all the materials I need. So I'll just pick them out and life goes on.
Yes.
Until he ended up saying, it's you.
Jayne, welcome to the Chairman Chronicles.
Thank you.
I'd like us to start in the middle of your story.
Yes.
First of all, disclaimer, I've known you for a long time.
Yes.
And I've had conversations with you many years why you should go into entrepreneurship and start a school. And you eventually did. Where did that dream come from? That you want to leave teaching to go and become an entrepreneur to serve kids?
Whoa, where did it come from? Actually, I stumbled upon it.
Okay.
When I was employed, one of the things, actually my challenge, was when I was working at Rusinga, was looking for educational materials and teaching it.
Right.
I was a head of lower primary, and I had a budget. Told to go out and find stuff. And I looked, but there was nothing. This was in 98. It was very little.
Early days.
Yes, very early days, yes. There wasn't much.
Right.
So it was such a challenge. I remember praying and saying, Lord, please send somebody to the school with all the materials I need. So I'll just pick them out and life goes on.
Yes.
Until he ended up saying, it's you. Go and do it. And I thought, what? So it was difficult. So after a while, then I said, okay, Lord, you're really saying I leave?
Yes.
So I said, give me a year. And in true fashion, he gave me a year.
Okay.
And I had to resign.
And you're resigning now to start manufacturing.
Manufacturing. At the peak of my career.
Yes. To go and manufacture material that could be manufactured somewhere else in the world. Why didn't you think, let me fly to China and get designs or buy resources?
And I don't know, because I had ideas about what I wanted, especially when it came to handwriting.
Yes.
Because over the years working with children, early years, it was so clear that handwriting is such a challenge.
Right.
Okay? So how they form their letters,
Yes.
they were not practicing enough, and it wasn't automatic.
Right.
They would ask me, which way does it go? Is it this way or that way?
Right.
So I said, we need to get them practicing.
Right.
So I came up with some resources. I had some ideas, but I needed to actualize them.
Yes.
So it was leaving employment and to start looking for fundis.
Yes.
And to try
because
and
you're a
explain.
teacher.
Yeah. I didn't know. So okay, fundis, can you make this for me?
Yes.
This is how I wanted. So the first, in fact, my prototype, the first one, I ended up giving it out. But it was close to sort of like what I wanted. So, okay, we worked with that and I made a few of those.
Yes.
So I made the numbers and I made the lowercase letters and some uppercase letters, and I was so excited. I really felt I had achieved something. So I resigned in about end of the academic year, which was June, July.
Yes.
I took time off, and by January,
yes,
I was now
ready.
I was now going to schools to sell these materials. And because this is an interesting bit,
yes,
as I went to schools, remember we're talking 99, okay, now, oh no, by now this time I had stayed, so it's about 2004.
You've left?
2005.
You're still at Rusinga?
No, now I've left.
No, now you've left.
I've left, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm going to schools.
Yes.
And it wasn't difficult, to speak to them and show them what I had made. Mm-hmm. And they were very excited. So many of them bought. Mm. But the other thing they asked was, what else do you have? And I said, nothing.
Because the only idea you had was handwriting.
Handwriting.
Yeah.
So they said, this is really great. And they liked the fact that I was a teacher because I understood
yes,
some of the challenges and what are the resources that are needed.
Right.
So then I thought, that is a good idea. Then they said, can you get this materials that look like this and this? So I now started also sourcing for other materials. Yes. Okay. So I had my own as making, and I continued to come up with other designs.
Right.
So also looking for better carpenters. You know, it kept going from this one to this one, and I found some really good carpenters who were actually manufacturing resources for Germany.
What do you mean?
Not even for the local market.
Okay.
Wooden, beautiful resources.
Right.
Straight to Germany. So I was like, so those are the guys who now started making my stuff because they understood the quality. Yeah, so I was able to go around supplying. But actually, in the midst of all of this, because I love swimming.
Yes.
I then somehow found myself teaching swimming.
Again, I wanted us to discuss that, and now that you brought it up, let's talk about it. Yeah. How did you wake up one day and decide, I'm going to teach swimming?
I tell you, still at Rusinga, when my class would go for swimming, I was off. And at that time, Rusinga didn't have a pool, so we'd go use a Methodist pool.
Yes, down the road.
So as the children would go to Methodist pool with a swimming instructor, I would be at Methodist pool. So it's my afternoon off.
Yes, swimming.
So he looked at me and he said, you like to teach and you enjoy swimming.
Yes.
Why don't you get certified to also teach swimming?
Right.
I'm like, I can do that. Yeah, where do I do it? So he told me about Kenya Swimming Coaches Association. I said, okay. I went. And he said, and we do the courses over the holidays.
Okay.
So I went, got certified, and I was excited. I even printed out small cards. Yeah.
Swimming coach.
So went. Life goes on. Until I was driving, minding my own business. And this guy rams into my car. And I'm like, I had indicated I was turning right. I had my indicator out. It turns out that he was on the phone, had dropped his phone, and was trying to pick it up.
Wow.
And he hit me. But anyway, so when he gave me his business card, I also, then I was like, okay. Then I remembered, hey, I have a business card as well.
You gave the card you had his swimming coach.
Yes. And when he got into the car, I remember him handing it to his wife.
Yes.
And she looked at it and smiled. I'm thinking, these guys have hit me and they're just smiling.
Yes.
But anyway, he paid for the damage and everything and all. And after 2 months, the wife calls and said, hi, I don't know if you remember me. I said, yeah, okay, no problem. And my daughter really needs swimming lessons. And I said, okay, fine. But I said, where do you teach? I said, well, I'm an instructor. I don't yet have a pool.
You don't have a pool.
So she said, that's great because I have a pool. Would you like to come and train at our club, my club? I said, oh, okay. Yes. No problem. It said it's not a problem at all. So that's how my swimming journey started.
Right.
So I would go there and train children.
Still at Muthaiga?
Still at Muthaiga.
Where you still do it?
Where I still do it today. Oh my goodness. So I've been trying to run away from it, but I keep going back. But anyway, it's one of those things. So as I continued with her children, she had 3 children.
Yes.
So as I finished with her children, other parents would say, oh, this is such a great idea.
Yeah.
And I got more and more and more.
Right.
So at this time, by day, I was supplying materials, educational materials and teaching aids. In the afternoon, but in the morning, morning I was in school. Afternoon, I'm at the pool.
Right.
So teaching swimming, so it worked so well. So from about 2005, I did that for a while. Okay. About 10 years.
And could that sustain you?
It was sustaining me, yes. And the best thing is what I enjoyed doing. I love the fact that I was able to do things that I enjoy doing.
Right.
Not necessarily
and get paid for it.
Yes. Not necessarily just having to just do something for the sake of getting by, but it was things that I enjoyed doing.
But all this time, you still haven't listened to my idea you should shut up a school.
No, I thought it was too difficult.
Yeah.
I was just, I'm like, it was never my plan. So I was very happy, just supplying materials. And you see now, I'm going to lots of different schools.
Right.
Selling materials. And now I have lots more materials.
Yes.
And they're also giving me orders. So you get ideas from this school, you go to the next school, and I was supplying this and that. And I was enjoying my space, taking it easy. Yes, and that went on for a while until I went to a school where I'm supplying materials.
Right.
And they said, "Are you would like to employ you?" And I said, "I'm not looking for a job." And they said, "No, please. Would really love you to come on even as a consultant, just to help us out."
Yes.
And this was now a local school.
Yes.
At that time, an 844 school.
International school.
Yes, because I had a lot of experience in the international curriculum, but now here locally. So I said, actually, I would like, because many people would always ask me about, so tell me about 844, what is the challenge? And I'm like, actually, I don't quite know.
You don't understand?
Yes. So it was a good experience. So I did that for I intended to do it for 2 years, but I ended up being there for 5. And I said it was really good, and that's where the transition between 844 and CBC.
And CBC
happened as I was there. So that's why it took a little bit longer. And I thought, okay, CBC, here we go.
Yes.
All right. It's a bit more like the international curriculum, what I'm used to.
Yes.
And I felt, okay, this works for me. I'm happy. So I left after 5 years. Well, I was asked to leave. So I guess the contract had finally come to an end. Which was fine, because I then went straight back into materials.
Yes.
And you remember I said I would go from school to school?
Yes.
So when I went back, the heads were asking me, so where have you been? It's like 5 years flew past like that. And they just continued to order materials and everything. And I thought, okay, that was fine. So that was 2019.
Right.
That I remember clearly. So the whole of that year I continued.
Yes.
And then...
Did you find changes coming back now to materials, to resourcing?
Not really. There were a lot more people in the market. There was a lot more stuff in the market, that's for sure. But still, because especially the materials I was making, I was designing.
You're the only one.
Still. And then they hadn't quite moved, because when it wasn't a problem, I would just shelve everything up, even when I was employed.
Yes.
And we did that. And then just go back, pick up the stuff and move on.
Right.
So it was just a one-man show, so to speak, So, and still doing the swimming, still doing my materials. And then at the end of 2019, I started thinking about, at the beginning of 2020.
Yes.
Who knew? In 2020, my goodness, it came with such hope. I remember.
Meanwhile, have you moved to Miga?
Now, yes. I moved when I was employed, in 2017.
Yes.
I moved. Yes, 2017, Yes, in 2017, I moved.
Okay.
To my own house. I now moved to Miga. And I continued to commute from Miga to Buru.
To Buru.
That served me well. And so 2019... I am supplying, I've gone back into supplying materials. Parents are asking, teachers are asking me, where have you been and all? And, it was just like riding a bike. We just picked up where we left off.
Right.
Fantastic. So realizing at the beginning of 2020, our parents now within Miga were saying, Miga is quite a distance.
It is a distance.
Yes, to Kiambu Road, where they could get good schools.
Yes.
To take their little ones. And I thought about that and I said, this is an opportunity. It sounds like an opportunity. And then they're also complaining about nannies.
Yes.
So I was either thinking, should I start doing a nanny service, sort of like thing? Then I thought, I remember somebody saying, get into a business that you know something about. Not that you don't know anything about. And I'm like, I have nothing, I don't know about that. So I said, well, no, teaching early years, definitely, yes. So I asked them, if I started a daycare, sort of, would you be interested? And they were like, everybody was like, yes, that would be fantastic. It's right here. So I started in an apartment just there in Miga.
Yes.
Got the guy we painted. Now, so this is January and then going into February. We painted, got everything right. I was supplying educational materials and teaching it, which I had. And I remember one parent who ordered in just at the beginning of March.
Yes.
And she ordered a lot of materials. And I was wondering why. And she was saying, I think there's going to be I think my children will be needing these materials for home use.
Okay.
And that's when the time COVID...
Lockdown had not happened.
No, it hadn't happened in Kenya.
Yes.
But it was happening in other places.
Around the world, yes.
So, and she must have known something. So she ordered a bit of material, said my children will be using these at home and everything. So I said, okay. But I still had lots of material. So I said, okay, started up. Painted, got everything ready, set up. It was fantastic. And I remember it was is it 14th or 14th was Saturday, so it was March the 15th.
Right.
When the president came on, it was Sunday. And he said, there's no school.
Right.
Tomorrow. Literally, schools did not open on the Monday.
Yes.
It abrupt. And imagine the painter was doing the final touches
of the daycare that you are setting up.
He had come in on Sunday to finish so that I can open on the Monday.
Yes. Now you can't, you have no students.
And he says, you can't open anywhere, so you had to respect the fact that people were not together.
Yes.
So I couldn't open. So I said, okay, what am I supposed to do? So I said, okay, paid the painters and everything set up nicely and I couldn't just shut. So, I never opened. And I said, fine. But the good thing about that was, remember, I'm now running my own business, trying to set this up. In the process, I had started doing my master's. Which
cool.
I was lagging behind. I had time to finish, but there was always something, putting this away and all. So it got to the place where...
You took advantage of the pandemic.
Exactly. So everything shut down. So I'm at home and I'm thinking, okay, so daycare is not opening. So I'm there, I'm doing my work. But then I thought, why am I actually here doing it? Why don't I close up shop, my house, and go home? So I went to be with my mom in Thika, the farm.
Yes.
And which was great. And I was there for 6 months. And within that 6 months, I completed my master's.
Right.
It was so difficult, I tell you. Yeah, so I was so glad to have that, to do that.
You know, now that you've said that, COVID, an external factor, made people closer together.
Yes.
Because for you, the decision to go to live back with your mom was COVID. Otherwise, you'd have still in Mega.
Yes. So set up, I shut down. In fact, opened up my fridge, told my neighbors, pick everything. I'm shutting everything down. Gone. I was fine, and mom was so happy to have me. And I had my space. And I was truly able to complete it. I just focused. So in September, after I submitted, then I now came back. So I had October, November, December. And actually, in fact, even at that time, then the swimming had stopped. I mean, of course, everywhere.
Everything was closed down.
But it's so interesting because one of the parents built a pool during COVID.
Allah. Okay.
So just after I submitted in September, she called me and she said, we've built a pool. Can you come and train my children in my home? So then I came back. Swimming went on, but that was just a one-on-one personal level. Just go to their home and I would train her girls. The rest of that year, as I now prepared to open.
Right.
And then I finally opened in 2021.
Now location has changed.
No, still, in Mega.
You started in Mega.
In Mega, still in Mega. So I continued for 2 years in an apartment.
All right.
And then it looks like, I'm like, it needs to grow a little bit.
Yes.
So, and then I also needed to get certified. So the Ministry of Education officials came.
Yes.
She looked at my space and she said, this is good, but you need to be in a standalone with your own compound for the children.
Yes.
These are the requirements. So, but otherwise, everything else looks good.
But to you, in terms of concept, this is a daycare.
A daycare. But it was a daycare. When I opened, there were some parents there who were like, listen, my child is 4.
Yes.
See, you're a teacher. You can also teach.
Yes.
Teach PP1.
Yes.
So it started out as a daycare, but it ended up being a kindergarten.
Okay.
So daycare, kindergarten. So because then PP1 is kindergarten. So I was teaching, and that's why I then got the ministry officials in to then say, this is what I'm doing.
So now you're being certified.
Yes.
You have to get business permits.
All that.
Space.
Exactly.
They have to come and check safety.
Thank you. All that was going on. So when they said you need a standalone, so I looked within Mega and I did find a standalone. I'm like, great. And I moved there.
Yes.
But then, I got there And now the children I started with, PP1 and PP2.
Yeah.
You see, they're leaving.
Yes. They have to go to school.
They've gone to primary school.
Yes.
So I got into a bigger space, paying more.
Yes.
And I had fewer children.
Of course.
I go on, and we're open. We had 6 children. I'm thinking, we had more. But anyway, it's okay. We continued. Second term, so that was first term, January term.
Yes.
By second term, we had about 8. But I was looking for a lot more. Okay. And I'm thinking, okay, so I'm wondering what's going on, trying to advertise locally.
Right.
But I guess it's, in a way, it was like the Lord saying, I need you to move. So I thought, Lord, maybe I should start looking for another location.
Yes.
And I said, I've not refused to move anywhere.
I will move.
Yes. But I was always going. Remember, I had spent some time with Mom at the farm. So now I would go often just to see her. And this was Thursday, and I told her, Mom, I'm coming to see you, but I want to pass through a few places to look for space, to see if I can find space, maybe, we can move the kindergarten somewhere. And she spoke to somebody and called me back in the morning and said, don't go anywhere, come straight. There's premises here in Thika, in Ngoingwa.
Yes.
I said, oh, okay, so just come straight. In fact, we will meet.
And we go.
Exactly. We'll meet there. Don't come to the house first, meet there. So I said, okay. And we met, and I loved the space. It was right on the road on Ngoingwa, on Thika Mangu Road, just in Ngoingwa. Perfect. It was a church that had bought their own plot and built their church, so they needed to leave the premises. Okay. They needed somebody to sort of like come in.
The church had been renting, now they have found space to move, so they've just let go of the space.
Exactly. Right. But you see, they had invested, they had built the structure. Correct. So they were looking for somebody to then take over and reimburse them, or so to speak, for their materials and the structure. So that worked for us, because we didn't have to come in and build. Okay. It was readily available.
By this time, have you registered the name?
Oh, that is registered. From the word
Butterfly Learning Center.
Yes. Okay. That was registered.
So when you started the kindergarten, it was called Butterfly Learning Center?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Right. Butterfly House Learning Center. Okay. In fact, and even the name, somebody asked me, so Butterfly.
Why butterflies?
Let me tell you, my sister used to travel, and every time she came back, she would bring me beautiful butterflies. So I had butterfly stickers, I had beautiful metal butterflies that were all over my house, in the balcony space and everything. So remember, when I started the daycare, I needed to make it colorful and vibrant and all. And I used what I had. I'm very strong believer, work with what you have. Yes. So I just brought all those butterflies into the space. So when we were painting, all we did was just paint like flowers and grass and trees, and just put all the butterflies. So the butterflies gave the 3D effect. So it was a beautiful space. And so when somebody asked, so what's the name? And I thought, Butterfly House. It's just full of butterflies. I actually didn't think about in terms of caterpillar into butterfly until later. And I thought, okay, well, that also works. Right. So when I was now doing a logo. So then we had that in mind.
But the kids... Sorry to cut you short. The kids you were taking care of in Miga, now you have to let go.
I had to let go. And I had to let go at the end of second term. And the parents were very disappointed. And they were asking, you can't do that.
Do both.
I said, I can't. I needed to leave. Have you ever felt there was such a sense of urgency? I need to leave now.
Yes.
Yeah. I need to leave. I had a really good landlady. She was fantastic. So even when I explained the situation to her, she said, fine. She let me set out my deposit, because also, now you see, this is cash intensive.
Yes.
Because now you need to pay on the other side, So she was really great. But I also had to let go of the space, the standalone house and the compound that I had worked so hard on, to build. But anyway, it's one of those, another family came and took over the space, so that worked. And then we went and we moved. So we had August, we moved on 1st of August, but there was so much that needed renovating. So even when we closed, it was about renovating that space. The church. So we renovated, we built toilets, and everything. So I even got the Ministry of Education official to come and see the space. She's like, okay, this is a space, so this is what we need to do.
But they're the same ones.
The same lady.
Girls in Kiambu.
Yeah, the same, yes. But now there's somebody, it's a different person, but at the time, she was the same person because she was handling the whole of Kiambu, which worked out well.
Yes.
She came and she saw the space. She says, this is good and everything, so do this and do this and do this.
Right.
So that's what I began to do. The whole of 2023, yes, towards the end.
Right.
From August, September, October, November, and then December. So we opened in January.
But you're opening with which children?
No, yeah. None.
Yeah.
And you see, so it was like, wow. Okay, so we opened and we
waited.
We waited.
Tell us the story of the first child.
Yeah. The first child, they didn't come in until February, actually.
2024.
2024,
Yes.
February. And she came in, and it was a parent who was looking for a school. So she had come down. Her son is autistic, and she was looking for a little school where her son could socialize and grow. And when she found the school, she was so excited. And she said, this is it. This is the space. So we were really happy. And she's like, there are no kids.
Because as a parent, if I come to your school and there's no children, and mine is the first one, I would ask you, do I want mine to be a guinea pig?
I know.
It's a leap of faith.
It is a leap of faith.
Yes.
So she came on, and then, so we got to know a few other people. So we offered a scholarship to a friend who was there who had twin boys. And we said, let's offer them a scholarship, let them come for the year. So then at least when her son came, because she was adamant, he's joining, but Angalao, let there be
two other kids.
So, and that's what she found. So in fact, the other day I was looking at the photographs and I was just seeing the three of them.
Yes.
That first term, February, just the three of them. And wow, the school was so different then.
Yes.
And I tell you, it evolves.
They are coming for playgroup?
They're coming for playgroup.
Do you have a teacher?
Yes, teacher I had. Because I had moved with one teacher from Mega. In fact, I had said to her, she said, no, it wouldn't be a problem. I'll commute. It's fine. So I'm teaching and she's a teacher. So now she took over in the space.
Right.
But we had also employed another teacher.
Okay.
So now I have two employed teachers.
Yes.
And I have an admin.
Yes. Plus yourself.
Plus myself.
To teach three children. Faculty was bigger than the student body.
Yes. But we quickly grew,
Yes.
And now, wow, I can say how many, 24 children.
Right.
A year later.
Yes.
Yes, I give thanks. All glory to God. It has been a journey. But in the same breath, the materials, remember because I find I keep going back to the materials.
Yes.
Yeah. And just as I had said to you earlier, the materials, I set up a shop and everything to try and get the materials moving. Yeah. But the kind of materials that I make, you have to explain how to use them. It's not one of those that you put on a shelf that moves on its own. Okay. It's not like selling a toy car. You can't set up a shop
and someone pops by and just picks.
And picks. You need to understand. So when I start to explain, in fact, that's why it wasn't a problem when I'd move from school to school and explain how to use them, they would always buy. Because this makes sense. This is fantastic. But if you see the material, you don't quite understand how to use it.
Right.
Yeah. So I had the materials. So now we linked the shop and the school.
Right.
We bring the materials and started educating parents, and the children are using them. And there's a buzz. There's a buzz that's being created.
Right.
So I find, you can see the journey. It honestly, even leaving, why did I leave employment? Why did I leave Rusinga? To start making the educational materials. But yet I find that within that space, I've done what? I've taught swimming. Well, I continued taught swimming. Yes, it got to a place where I started in importing other materials, other resources.
Right.
it got to a place where I shut everything down.
Yes.
When I was employed for 5 years.
Yes.
Because we said I'd be able to still do it, but it was very difficult. So I was able to still continue with the swimming.
Right.
Then it also got to a place where the swimming also stopped for a while.
How come?
I don't know. It was swimming. I guess complicated, should I say? It's a private. Muthaiga Club is a private club.
Private club. Yeah.
So it got to a place where there were quite a few people, quite a few children swimming.
Yes.
So the pool looked like a training pool and not like a private members club. So some of the members complained. Yes. And I sort of like, I took some time off, and there was a lot of issues there until it was actually, I took about 5 years off until I then went back, and it's just.
And the going back is because
of a parent.
Parents' pressure.
Yes. Because a parent, and the parent was like, you taught my firstborn, and now I have a secondborn all these years later, and I want you to, so, so he wrote a letter to the club and, requested if I could come back. Yeah. And by that time, sometimes time has a way of
sorting things out.
Yes. So I went back and I continued, and that was fine.
Do you get students through the club at all?
Yes, but in fact, at the moment, I'm not taking even any more kids. I don't want. I'm just finishing off.
You don't take any more.
I don't want to take any more. I'm just finishing off with the ones I do have.
Yes.
And it has been great because I love. You don't understand how much I love what I do. I love what I do. I love even being in the pool with the children. It's fun. They enjoy it. I enjoy it. In fact, when I get into the water with them, they love it the most. So I do, but sometimes I have to get out, and they're like, "Why?" I said, "I have to observe you from outside to see if you're swimming correctly."
Yes.
Said, no,
and how would you balance it? You're running a school. You're running a manufacturing unit and sales for material. You're living with mom this time in Thika.
Yes, I have relocated.
And you have these students.
Yes.
How do you organize the day?
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So wake up in the morning, go straight to school.
Right.
Luckily, by now the shop, because last year, most of 2024, I wasn't hands-on in school.
Right.
Remember, I said I had an administrator. Yes. The teachers were there, and remember the kids were three. Then they quickly grew, but they were able to handle that.
Right.
So most of my time was spent swimming at home with mom.
Yes.
I had just moved back to the farm.
Yes.
And establishing that, and then setting up the shop.
Yes.
And just explaining what these materials are, even to Jerry, who's at the shop.
Yes.
Just explaining what these materials are, and trying to. I'm also putting in, because I have lots and lots of books.
Yes.
A huge library of not just children's books, but also adult. And just some Christian, some help. Help. What are they? Self-help
books.
And also other lots of books on teaching.
All right.
How to better yourself, how to work with gifted children, children with learn. I had quite a library. So I thought of just setting it up.
Yes.
So the shop is set up as a library, but also selling educational materials. And it's new in Ngoingwa, which is in Thika.
Yes.
So that's where I spent most of my time last year. And it was then able to take off on its own. Yes. And this year, my admin is off on maternity leave, so I had to step into the school. And I just found myself, being in the school, teaching.
Right.
I'd rather be in a classroom than an office.
Off camera, we discussed this.
Yeah.
Because when I've seen your business and growth, I assumed you want to go to primary, high school, to university. You just shocked me that that's not your dream. And it's recently that you found what you think your purpose is. Please tell our audience about that, the journey, and how and to you arriving to that decision.
Yeah. And it's great. And sometimes you're listening to what other people are saying, and people are giving you ideas.
Yes.
And I'm all for it. But I got to a place where I thought, and I said, what do I want? You know, what is it that God is calling me to do?
Right.
And as you said, the clarity has come this term, especially when I've been in the class and the impact that I'm making in the lives of those children. I have a class of about 9 children, and I can see the transformation.
Right.
Even in not just the children,
right,
the parents, because we've had parent-teacher consultation.
Yes.
We've had parents' meetings.
Yes.
And there's so much that I find, for me, I take for granted that I know, that I think everybody knows about teaching and about children. But when I start to speak, they're like, wow, we didn't know that. Really? And I find it is so fulfilling. Just working with the children and the parents, and you know, they're sharing, asking questions. And I don't need to go into primary, secondary, university to feel. I feel that what I do matters so much, and just by keeping it small here, that I have. Because honestly, I feel if I go into primary, secondary, and that's it. I'm going to lose. It's not just about control.
Yes.
I would like to be able to impact these children.
I understand.
One-on-one. And now I feel that I am. I know each
and you
child.
Feel, no, this is your purpose.
Yes. I know each child by name. I know, I can tell you, if a parent was to walk in, I would tell them about their child.
Right.
You know, I have my class, but still the rest of the other classes.
So let's get this clear.
Yes.
You're still doing education materials and teaching aids.
Yes.
You will still, we want to teach, not just run the school, teach, which is what you're doing.
Yes.
Do you think you'll get back to swim again?
Oh yes, I am still doing swimming. Yeah, but I'm weaning myself off the swimming.
Okay.
Yes, it's a lot harder, but I still enjoy it, so it's not a problem. So I'm just finishing off with the clients that I do have, so that I can spend a lot more of my time.
Yes.
Now in the school.
Right.
And the learning materials, being able to supply materials. So as I said, they're not the kind of materials that you can sort of like put on a shelf and they sell themselves. No, you have to explain to people. So I've been going for a few like exhibitions or so to speak, and I have met teachers. And you know, teachers know other teachers. So I find they come and we start talking, and from there they say, you know what? You know, we have a school here, we have a school. Can you come to our school? And imagine the same thing I started doing when I left them.
Go and explain.
Thank you.
And then they buy your material.
And they always buy. So that's what I was doing. So the other day I had to take, luckily it wasn't a morning off, because morning I'm in school. Afternoon I have swimming. But this day I had swimming later on at about 4:30.
Right.
So I went to the school at 2:30, made my presentation. I was there for about an hour. They definitely picked the resources, and I left. But they gave me so many other ideas. They said, you've got fantastic schools, because they were picking learning materials for their special needs unit within the school. Yes. And they said, we didn't know about you. We only heard about you through one of the teachers who happened to be in Sarit Center on the day.
We're doing the exhibition.
She's just passing by and was like, okay, this is interesting. So they said, why don't you like go to like KISE, Kenya Institute of Special Education? Right. Why don't you show them some of your materials and do a few other, you know.
That's not something you had ever considered.
I hadn't.
Ideas come that way.
Thank you. And I love it. I love, so I said, actually, that makes sense. Yeah, let me let a few more people know, because you're saying you're offering solutions and people are struggling. Yes. So especially with children, handwriting, helping them so that it's fun. It's not like you're just sitting in, you know, a book, table, pencil, and just doing A. Yes. No, these are fun resources that the children get to play with. In fact, they just tend to think they're playing. Yes. But one of the most interesting things for me is that when I started making the resources, the way they are now, packaged and all, is not how they were all those years ago. It has gone evolving. And now one of the most important things is when we talk about writing letters, children keep I said this before. A child would ask me, like B and D.
Yes.
So many children just keep, confusing the two. And the formation is very different because B goes down, up a bit, over, and close.
Yes.
While D, circle round first, goes up, and comes back down.
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah. So one of the things that we started doing is that you would hear children saying, or even parents or teachers going, it's round or a ball and a stick, like if it's A. But you see, for children, you needed to give them the direction. So what I find, adding the words, circle round, then go up and come down. The children now, and I can watch them in class, they're all saying, circle round, up. So they ask me, and I say, you circle round. Okay. The moment I say that, then they know it. Because they see it, they hear the instructions, and they're actually doing it. You see, so all their senses, most of their senses are involved in writing this letter.
Yes.
We assume that it's so easy to write it. It's easy for them to say the sound. They recognize it. They'll see it. They recognize it. Then they'll say the sound. So the letter has a sound. The letter A has a sound. So the sound. So A for apple. So you have to hear it. A, apple. A, avocado. And it's avocado, not avocado.
Kenya's one particular area can't say avocado, say avocado.
Avocado. So it's avocado. So you can hear the A, and it's A for ambulance. So once they pick up the sound, they can recognize it, and they can be able to match the sound to the picture, then you have to write it. Now that writing, writing the letter, that formation is key. Because if you don't get, sometimes the children, if you're not there to explain the correct formation, then they'll form it anyway. And you find even even you find adults even today holding a pencil, all sorts of a pen in different ways, because nobody corrected them. So there's a proper pencil grip like this, and you can see I'm doing this automatically because this is the tripod grip, pencil grip. Okay. So holding this way, once they hold the pencil, then now they're able to follow the instructions. And that's key, I find, especially now. I'm getting children to focus on follow instructions. So circle round. So you circle round, you come up to the dot, and we start off with the dot, and then you come down.
Let me ask you a question. Because it demands a lot of patience to do this. This kid, when the kid is brought to your school, has no experience without having writing, reading.
None.
And the foundation has to come from there. And yet you can spend time with them and do that. Until they get it right.
Until they get it.
It needs a special kind of person. I want to get into something you mentioned, special needs. When you went to start this school, it was never intended for special needs kids.
No.
Neither is still now.
It's just
But you have managed to inculcate special needs kids, especially kids with autism. I've been to your school to align themselves and work through the CBC program with normal regular kids. Can use that term. And how is that? And what do you think that journey is telling you?
Let me tell you,
because your first kid was autistic.
We learn every day. And the children, so they've been to KISE, which is Kenya Institute of Special Education. And most of them were told they've got therapy. They go for therapy at different times, some over the weekend, some in the morning, so they come later to school, some in the afternoon, so they leave early. But they were told, all of them are told, look for a small sort of like school setup. Where the children can come and be integrated and learn social skills.
Because that's been very important.
That's very important. The first thing is about learning social skills. So many of them are also going for occupational therapy to just help them, just integrate and just interact with others. But what is amazing and what I love to see is how the regular children love the autistic children. And they keep, so that some children come to me and say, she doesn't say anything, I'm trying to talk to her, but all she keeps saying is,
Yes.
I said, yes, she's trying, she's still developing speech. And say, okay. Then I said, but you can still play. Yeah, we're playing together. I'm showing her. And you can see the children. And they
So you're developing empathy?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
You're arming the special needs kids with social skills that ideally, because that's Gen X's, they should be special schools and regular.
Yes.
You're arming them with tools that they can use later as they grow.
Yes.
How is it tough? Is it harder?
It is. It actually calls for you to think out of the box. Yes.
Yes.
So you just sort of like come in, and it forces you to be very observant.
Yes.
And to see, because sometimes you're like, what are you telling me? Because then the child gets frustrated.
Yes.
Because they can't communicate verbally what they want. So they're trying to do it with their actions.
Yes.
And it's frustrating. So I have to try and figure out, okay, what are you saying you want?
Yes.
And I find a lot when he or she will come to me, grab, hold, reach out. Remember I said I'm very keen on, I said that we're talking about that, yes. Holding their palms, yes, that way. And lead me to something that they want.
Yes. Because now they've learned.
Yes.
Okay.
And I say, okay. And a lot of time they lead me to the playground.
Let's talk about the holding.
Yes.
You don't want the kid to be held
by the wrist. Yes.
Right. Take me through that. Because it's for me just an epiphany.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I got that before I started the school, before we opened in Thika, in December of 2023.
Yes.
Eva Nyoike, she's, she runs Akon Special Tutorials, was holding training.
Yes.
And it was just about schools and integrating children with learning difficulties.
Okay.
And I thought, yes, because I don't, I want my schools open. It's an inclusive school.
Yes.
Meaning regular children and also children who are neurodiverse. Okay? Who are challenged that way to come in. And I was also willing to make the necessary adjustments.
Right.
Yes. Because you find many, and this is something that I picked up from her training. And she said, it's so, she got up, she had a parent there whose daughter is neurodiverse and was saying, it's so sad when I go to a school and they say, we don't take children like yours,
Yeah.
And she's like,
the
really?
exclusivity.
Yeah. And so she's like, I know, but and I listened to her and I said, all I'm doing is, even for me, I'm learning every day about my child. So if I can get a school where the teachers are willing to walk this journey
with us,
that's all we're asking for. So I thought that's not a lot to ask, So I said, fine. And one thing that Eva taught us, and she said, I never want to see a child being led by the wrist, holding a child at the wrist and pulling them.
Right.
She says, no, make sure you put your hand into their hand.
Right.
Yes. Hold them and lead them that way. I had never thought about it as well until she said that. And she said, so when we started, I also started doing that and ensuring that, because sometimes the children, their palms are closed up. So I need to open them up to fit my hand into your palm to palm and then lead you. So now they come and they reach out, they stretch out their fingers, and then they want to lead me where they need to go. If it's playground, a lot of them it's playground, some to the washroom, because sometimes we're also potty training. It's a challenge, but if you're a bit patient and you're just a bit more observant, this child will communicate.
Right.
Even if not verbally, they will communicate.
They'll communicate.
And you're able to teach them. So like there's a boy we have who knows his numbers. He identifies the numbers. He matches the number to the value.
Right.
So he can tell me 3 is the 1, 2, 3, and he can put the number 3 card, flash card, and he can put another card that has the value 3 dots.
Yes.
brilliant, but he just can't say 3. So now, are you telling me that child doesn't know the numbers?
They know the
numbers. It's just that they can't
vocalize it.
They can't, exactly. Okay. So we continue. So they're in class, and sometimes you're teaching, and they listen. Then after a while, they're like, okay, get up, and they move away. So let them. We don't force them to stay seated, then get up and move around. But also that, we're very cognizant of that fact.
Right.
And now, even with the regular children, because this is another thing. Then that regular children start realizing, but these children are getting away with a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they start.
So and
Isn't that a challenge?
It is. And sometimes, so even when it comes to tidying up, just getting the children to come and tidy up, and sometimes they make a mess and they take off. So then I have to call other children to say, it's okay, let's just tidy up for them, So there's a lot, there's give and take, but the children come to see that, okay, we're all in the same class, but we're all different. But we're also teaching that everybody's an individual.
An individual.
Everybody's different, exactly.
And that's essentially what CBC is about, right?
About, yeah. In terms of,
Let's talk about CBC for a minute. You came from a background of international school, IGC, SC, at Rusinga for all those years.
Yes.
So you already doing CBC.
Yes, that's it.
And then the Kenyan government rolls out CBC now for public schools.
Yes.
And it was good for 5 years. You ended up going to Shepherd Junior, who were an 844 system now to CBC.
Yes.
Tell me about that transition, having come from organized CBC to a disorganized CBC.
Wow. Yeah. But yes. I understood immediately what they were trying to do. And for me, it was so easy. Because, for example, things like, my family can tell you, I'm always collecting all sorts of things, like toilet tubes.
Yes.
Nobody throws toilet tubes away. They just put them in a bag for me.
What do you do with them?
It's art. There's so much you can make. You can write numbers on them.
Yes.
You can use pegs and get children to put the peg onto the correct value onto the number. So if it's 1 tube, so you see, you've written the numbers 1 to 10. You can arrange them on a table.
Yes.
The children identify. You can move one and ask them which number is missing.
Oh, yeah.
You can do so much with them. So I understand the concept of working. Remember, I told you I work with what I have.
Yes.
Yes. So even containers, we never throw them away. We just clean them up. If it's containers, oil containers or things like that, we just clean them up and we use them in class. You put the pencils in the containers and things like that. When I go for birthday parties, I'm always asking for the paper plates.
What do you do with the paper plates?
I clean them. You can make so much from paper plates. So you don't have to buy. But one of the things I love, one of my trainers, back in the day when I was in school, she said, you're going to find that you have to think out of the box working with children, and especially doing lots of practical activities.
Yes.
You can't always afford to buy. So try and see what you can use from things around the house. And I'm always looking around and seeing I can make use of that. So as I said, my family, they don't throw things away. They first check with me.
Can you use this?
This morning, my sister's asking me, I've got all these egg trays.
Yes.
And I said, yes, give me the egg trays. We use these egg trays. So always just thinking about what you can do. And especially in this day and age, get online and just say things I can do with egg trays.
And there are many things.
So many things.
Okay, I know that. I know you can
go and
put them in a studio like this.
There you go. Yes. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question around being a teacher all these years. Do you ever meet adults that you taught? And how is that?
Yes. Oh my goodness, yes, I do. I do. And they come and they keep telling me, you haven't changed, you're the same.
Teacher Jayne.
And it's so good to see them. It's just good. And they
How old are the oldest kids you've taught?
Oh my goodness.
Must finish university, they're working?
Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, from the time I first started teaching, they are working. They have families. So that they're married, and I'm like, whoa. It's so good.
And you taught them early stage?
Early, yes.
Like prep school?
Yes.
Okay. Does it give you a sense of satisfaction that you're part of the destiny of this particular person?
It is so fulfilling when you see them and they tell you what they're doing. And the fact that they see you and they go out of their way to come and say hello.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say hi and to see.
And sometimes you can't remember.
You can't. There's some children you can't remember. So just remind me. And then they start to tell you that. And you're like, wow. Yes, I remember. And do you remember other children in the class? And I say, yes, I remember that year group. Because sometimes now there's so many, which year group were you in? With the others. You were in class with who, so-and-so, and they'll tell you, remember Jerry, you remember Peter, you remember who, Mary, and okay. So
this podcast focuses a lot on entrepreneurial skills and how people face challenges and all that. Let's go back. You've registered a business, you found the premises, you're bootstrapping because you're using your savings.
Yes.
How did you manage to get it up and running and you're employing people and money is finite? Was that challenging? Because I'm sure you ran out of your savings.
Oh yeah. It was challenging. The Bible says, write your vision down and make it plain, that they may run with it who see it. And one of the things is, I mentioned my family because my family have truly been my greatest support. They have held me. Wow. Even when I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore, guys. It's just too much. They have been there for me. And because of all that, and because they saw my passion, by the way, from the time I was a young child.
Yes.
My father says, I used to line children up to sit after school, and then I would get the small pieces of chalk. Back when we were in school, the teacher would write and then throw them in the bin. I'd pick all those small pieces of chalk and I'd bring them home, right on the gate. I'm busy teaching the neighborhood children, and I've lined them up.
Clear you'd become a teacher.
So he knew it.
Yes.
He saw it, but I did. Can you imagine? I didn't see it. So after I finished fourth form, I'm like, okay, what do I want to do? And he asked me, and I said, I don't know. So he said, okay, that's fine. And I took a year off to determine what I want to do. In fact, I took longer than a year. And I'm telling you, talk about patient parents. They look at me. My dad's twiddling his thumbs and thinking, you don't know.
You don't know what you want.
You don't know. And I'm like, no, I don't know. But let me tell you, when it finally clicked, I came and I said, now I know. And he said, what? I said, I want to be a teacher. And he's like, okay, no problem. So go ahead.
They supported you through the decision.
Yes. And because one of the things my parents allowed me to do was just, figure myself out. What do you want to do? And that's why you hear me also saying, I'm lucky that what I do is what I enjoy doing.
What you enjoy doing.
Yeah. It has always been the case. Even school.
Yes.
Don't go and study something that you're not passionate about, that you won't do. So it's better you wait and you relax. You do something else until you figure out what that is. And the moment I did, I went going. Yeah.
Last time I spoke to you, you were looking for a school van. Did you get a school van?
I did get a school van.
So now you're able to pick kids.
Yes, we're leasing one. So thank God there's also that provision.
Right.
Now we're able to pick and drop kids. And it has opened up because now we're able to get a few more kids who couldn't come to school.
Okay. Tell the audience how far they can go to come to your school, because we're going to put your website here at the bottom. We put the website of the school and then a telephone number for Jayne. You need to visit Butterfly Learning Center. But how far can you go? Because you obviously have a skill the parents require. But can I have a kid who lives in Muthaiga come to Thika? So how far?
How far? Well, we're in Thika, Ngoingwa, which is along the Thika Mangu Road. Yes. And at the moment, we've got children who come as far as from Juja, not too far, but also as far as Thika Greens.
Yes.
sort of that is kind of like our catchment area.
And you're able to pick them?
We're able to pick and drop.
And drop them.
That works.
Okay.
So within, and also from Thika, Section 9,
yes,
we also have children coming from there, although those ones are dropped. So you can, but a majority of the children come from the Ngoingwa area. But we're really open, and we'd love to just get visitors, people just to come in and see what we're all about.
Yes.
Because from the road,
yes,
we don't look like much. It's a Mabashi structure. Remember, it was a church before.
It was a church, yes.
So people still, there's something that they say that if you're so used to passing a building and it was a church, even
you always assume it's a church.
Even when, yes, it changes. So people keep passing, still thinking. In fact, when they come, they say, "Oh, so ni kanisa, ni shule ya kanisa." I'm like, no, we have nothing.
Oh, so they think the church set up a school.
A school, yes.
And that happens often.
Often, which is fine. Then I said, no. I said, yes, we're based on Christian principles.
Yes.
But it's not any particular denomination. It's not any particular church. We're just...
But not any religion.
Yes.
Muslim can come.
Yes, oh yeah. We're a Christian school, but we're open to any religion, yes.
Right. Let's go back to that. You have 3 distinct products that you sell.
Yes, that's it.
There's a school.
Yes.
There's a teaching aid.
Yes.
Okay. And there's swimming.
Yes.
Do you plan to do this until the universe takes you, or which are you going to run away with one, and why?
Well, okay. So I definitely want to wean off the swimming. In fact, actually, I had intended to do it. And the last time we spoke.
The time we talked.
But funny enough, when I went to the children, and I was telling the children about it when just as we're having a swimming lesson, I said, you know what, guys, we're not going to go on for much longer because I want... And I explained to them why, and I told them, there's a lot that I'm doing, so I'm thinking I should just, let's just finish off for this term. And they said, please, no. It was... I lie not. It was the children. Yeah. Because the parents, I'd be able to tell them, but the children were like, please, we need you. It's not yet time. I need you. I'm going for competitions, and I like the way you teach me because I understand, and you understand me. And when a 9-year-old or an 8-year-old is telling you something like that you understand them, and can you not stop? I mean, how do I say no to that?
You cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot.
So I said, okay, let's go on for a little bit longer.
Right.
Then they said, okay. And then I said, but you guys need to work very, very hard so that you won't need me anymore.
So now you won't take new swimming. You'll just win off your
In fact, I've been turning down people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's go back to that you've decided you're an early stage teacher, PP1, PP2. Then you watch the kids go to another school that you've given the foundation. And you think that's your calling.
Exactly. I'm so fine with that. I love that. I want, as teachers, because what I realized, as I said, I'm in the classroom teaching. Yes. I have within the school, there are classroom assistants and there are other teachers.
Right.
So the first year when I wasn't teaching, but of course my presence was there, and I was talking to them and explaining to them about what some of the things that I would like to see. They didn't really get it, and they were trying to do it, their own way. So this year that I've been there, it has made all the difference. And now they're coming to me saying, we get what you were saying to us last year.
Right, now they're getting it.
We're getting it. And I realize some things are very, very hands-on. I need to come in, show you how to do it. Even the children now. Yes. You find that there's a way, I'm able to give them instructions, they're flowing. The school is flowing. It's such a wonderful space to be in.
Yes.
Everybody feels heard and respected, and it's a great place. Coming into school, I look forward to coming in the morning. Some of the children are saying good morning to you even before they see you.
Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Jayne. And you're like, okay, you haven't seen me yet. Hi.
They had your car.
So it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I like that. And I also like the impact that I have on other teachers, which that's also something that surprised me.
Yes.
Because as I said before, you assume that what you know, everybody knows.
Yes.
Especially the fact that you're a teacher.
Yes.
isn't it? Part of your training. But I find I'm doing a lot of training even for my staff.
Teacher.
Yes.
So dream? Group of schools?
No. No.
Set up a branch in Mombasa?
No.
This is a dream.
I am
always remain small.
Yeah, I'm living my dream.
And that focus.
I'm living my dream.
You know, a lot of us go through life without living our dream. Very, very lucky, Jayne. We can talk forever.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you so much. And thank you for actually giving these insights. The things we as entrepreneurs will never know. And us who are parents, we took kids Montessori, let them do phonetics and come. And we don't understand that particular journey. But as you know, teaching is very noble. It is what I call, you want to make money, but you need to live your purpose. So profit with purpose. And I've watched you. I've watched you since you started teaching. Well, I've watched you before you started teaching, and to what you've turned out. And I'm very, very proud of what what you've turned out to be. I wanted to look at that camera and talk to the audience. And now it's a chance to plug in your school and why parents need to come to your school. Okay.
Well, I like that. I will talk about the materials. Because you could be a parent and you're not within the Thika area.
Yes.
But your child is struggling with handwriting or something like that. The learning materials are great. The teaching aids that we have, we designed them with the children in mind. And we also source for other resources that are fun and the children can use to help them with number work and all. But these are different. We're very busy trying to do a lot more marketing to get the resources out there.
Right.
So I would really, if you're within the catchment area of Thika, karibu sana to Butterfly House Learning Center. And the materials are from Teachers Resource Center. In fact, because I felt teachers were really looking for materials to help them. And in this day and age, parents are also looking for resources to help their children at home. So there is Butterfly House Learning Center in Ngoingwa, Thika, and there's also Teachers Resource Center, which supplies educational materials and teaching aids. So if you're a school looking for some innovative and fun teaching aids, you can check us out. And if you're a parent who needs some materials, you can also check us out.
Thank you, Jayne. We have put Jayne's contact at the description of this video. You can reach out either if you're a school, you're looking for learning resources, if you're a teacher, you're looking for learning, if you're parents who are looking for learning resources for your teachers, and you should visit Butterfly House Learning Center. Thank you so much for you coming to our podcast.
Thank you.